Good evening, YouTube. This is BC Snake Eyes. Thought I'd open up some prophecy. Let's see what we get. Not too familiar with this set, so bear in mind. Alright, so okay. Whatever. 1, 2, 3, 4. That should be it. Okay. Branded Brawlers. Branded Brawlers can attack if defending player controls an untapped land. Brand Brawlers can't block if you control an untapped land. Rib Cage Spider. Rib Cage Spider may block as though it had flying. A pre-reach of something. Inflame. Inflame deals 2 damage to each creature dealt damage this turn. Excise. Remove target attacking creature from the game unless its control pays X. Gulf Squid. When Gulf Squid comes into play, tap all lands target player controls. Silt Crawler. When Silt Crawler comes into play, tap all lands you control. Thrive. Put a +1/+1 put a +1/+1 counter on each of X target creatures. Fault Riders. Sacrifice a land. Fault Riders gets +2/+0 and gains strike until end of turn. Plays the ability only once each turn. Whip Stitched Zombie. At the beginning of your upkeep, sacrifice Whip Stitched Zombie unless you pay 1 black. Stormwatch Eagle. Flying. Sacrifice a land, return Stormwatch Eagle to its owner's hand. Despoil. Destroy target land if control loses 2 life. First uncommon, Shield Dancer. The next time 2 colorless and 1 white. The next time target attacking creature you would deal damage to combat damage to Shield Dancer this turn. That creature deals that damage to itself instead. Rhystic Siphon. Unless target player pays 3 colorless, he or she loses 5 life and you gain 5 life. I actually think that this was reprinted in the new set. It's kind of that kind of feel to it. Living Terrain. Enchanted Land is a 5/6 green tree folk. Creature that's still land. And the rare? Whoa! a legendary creature. So it's 3 colors, 2 green, Jorel, Empress of the Beasts. Spell Shaper Legend. 3/3. It's a 3/3. And the ability is 2 colorless, 1 green, tap, discard 2 cards from your hand. Until end of turn, all lands target player controls are 3/3 creatures that are still lands. I need no army. I have Jamura. Look at that. Look at that nice artwork. Sometimes this set actually did have some had some pretty nice artwork from the day. Nice. All right. Pack 2. Wait, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Death Charmer. Whenever Death Charmer deals combat damage to a creature, that creature controller loses 2 life unless he or she pays 2 colorless. Rethink. Counter target spell unless its controller pays X, where X is its converted mana cost. Wild Might. Target creature gets +1/+1 until end of turn. That creature gets an additional +4/+4 until end of turn, unless that player pays 2 colorless. Rhystic Shield. Creatures you control get +0/+1 until end of turn. They get an additional +0/+2 until end of turn, unless any player pays 2 colorless. Pain Attack. Up to 3 target creatures can't block this turn. Fenstalker. Fenstalker can't be blocked except by artifact creatures and or black creatures as long as you control no untapped lands. Alexi's Cloak. You may play Alexi's Cloak anytime you could play an instant. Enchanted creature can't be the target of spells or abilities. Plague Fiend. Whenever Plague Fiend does come down to a creature, destroy that creature unless its controller pays 2 colorless. Mindbearer. Tap, sacrifice Mindbearer, destroy target attacking creature. Fault Rider. Sacrifice a land. Fault Rider gets +2/+0 until and gains first strike until end of turn. Plays ability only once each turn. Diving Griffin. Flying. Attacking doesn't cause Divine Griffin to a tap. Obviously a pre-vigilance creature. Abolish. You may discard a plains from your hand instead of paying Abolish's mana cost. Destroy target artifact or enchantment. Snag. You may discard a forest from your hand instead of paying Snag's mana cost to prevent all combat damage that would be dealt by unblocked creatures this turn. Nakaya Shade. 1 black. Nakaya Shade gets +1/+1 until end of turn unless any player pays 2 colorless. You can do this as many times as you want. And the rare. Celestial Convergence. 2 colorless, 2 white. Rare. Obviously. Celestial Convergence comes into play with 7 omen counters on it. At the beginning of your upkeep, remove an omen counter from Celestial Convergence. If there are no omen counters on Celestial Convergence, the player with the highest life total wins the game. If 2 or more players are tied for the highest life total, the game is a draw. This would suck if this was played nowadays. This would really anger people. Obviously, it's probably a 2. It's obviously a 2. It would suck even more if it was a multiplayer game, right? If it's a single player game and it's not a person, I would say maybe that you might lose if you had the lowest. I'm assuming, yeah. No one's assuming about it. You would definitely lose if you had the lowest, even if this is your card. That's kind of nasty, actually. Man, Prophecy came out with some pretty nasty cards. Okay, final pack of the day. One, 2, 3, 4. Alright, Thrive. Put a +1/+ counter on each of X target creatures. Fault Riders. Sacrifice land. Fault Riders gets +2/+0 until and gains first strike until end of turn. Play this ability only Only once per turn. Once each turn. Whip-Stitched Zombie. Beginning of your upkeep, sacrifice Whip-Stitched Zombie unless you pay 1 black. Pity the Tailor. Stormwatch Eagle. Flying. Sacrifice a land, return Stormwatch Eagle to its owner's hand. Despoil. Destroy target land. Its control loses 2 life. Nothing could grow where the vile smoke had been, and no one could breathe it and live. Glittering Links. Prevent all damage that we dealt to Glitter Links 2 colorless. Until end of turn, Glitter Links loses. Prevent all damage that would be dealt to Glitter Links. Any player may pay this ability. Bog Glider. Flying. Tap. Sacrifice a land, search a library for a mercenary card with converted mana cost 2 or less and put that card into play. Then shuffle your library. Ristic Circle. 1 colorless. Any player may pay 1 colorless. If no one does, next time a source of choice would deal damage to you this turn, prevent that damage. Ristic Study. Whenever an opponent plays a spell, you may draw a card unless that player pays 1 colorless. Latula's Orders. You may play Latula's Orders anytime you can play an instance. Whenever an enchanted creature deals combat damage to a defending player, you may have it destroy an artifact that player controls. Thresher Beast. Whenever Thresher Beast becomes blocked, defending player sacrifices a land. Abolish. You may discard planes from your hand. Instead of paying Abolish's mana cost, destroy target artifact or enchantment. Ristic Scrying. Just draw 3 cards. Then, if any player pays 2 colorless, discard 3 cards from your hand. And the rare is a Elephant Resurgence. 1 colorless, 1 green. Each player puts a green elephant creature token into play. Those creatures have this creature's power and toughness are equal to the number of creature cards in its controller's graveyard. Okay. Thank you for watching. Obviously, in my opinion, the best one of the 3 was this. I still like this artwork. I think that's an elf, I don't know. Anyways, thank you for watching.